Welcome to another Wargamer Dad freeform review where I just do a flow of consciousness review of products that I have used and tried out and like or dislike. Today I'm going to talk about the TableWar and Frontline Gaming battle mats. This is their Cityscape mat. I also have just their regular forest scenery mat, and I will pull that out in a second. This is what it looks like in game. It's basically sort of mouse pad like material. Please ignore the unpainted models. My son and I are trying out some new armies. But they're 6 feet by 4 feet. They also have 4 by 4 versions, and they come in several different styles. This is just a table that I got from a buddy of mine on miniwargaming.com, the Houndmaster. He got it from a store that was shutting down, and when he moved he couldn't take it with him, so he gave it to me. Regardless, the mat is very well designed. It fits in the 6x4 spot very well, and the detail, I'm just going to show a little bit, is pretty good. This is, like I said, the Cityscape version. It has the roads, it's got craters, it's got some very nice detail. And in just a second I will show you how it comes boxed and stored, and thickness and those sorts of things. But I just wanted to show you one on a table with some terrain set up. They're nice and flat. The detail is very good. The pictures have come through very good. They're mass printed in China on big rolls. You can go to their website or look at their Kickstarter page and it will show you all the production details. I was actually skeptical when I ordered them on their Kickstarter, but I have been very impressed so far. So hold on one second and I will get to a rolled up one. Okay, there is it stored on top of my mats that I made myself. As you know, I like to make my own stuff. So basically they come in these boxes rolled up. This is the box, which I kept, is what it came shipped in. And then they come stored in a sleeve with just a drawstring top. Not much stability there, but they roll up pretty nice. Let me pull this one down off the shelf and I'll be right back. So again, here it is in the box. I just kept the boxes because it gives me an easy way to store them. And then you have the drawstring. Doing this one-handed is pretty exciting. Alright, so here it is in its drawstring case. So here is the Grassland mat. I apologize for the lighting, it's a little bit off. You can see, just like the Cityscape, fairly well detailed. Nice textures. I got this because really I don't have a Grassland mat, and I didn't have a city map. I was going to build a city board. I still may, but these filled, the itch I needed. They also have a space mat, a snow mat, a blasted wasteland mat, and they probably have added some others since their Kickstarter. But there you go. That is basically the Grassland mat. Like I said, they roll out very nicely. If you just think a little bit thinner than a standard mouse pad with that material, that's what you're going to get. Overall, I've been very happy with them. They are not, mine came with no wrinkles in them. Some I guess have, and you can iron them is what they said. I would go to the Frontline or TableWar site. But now you have seen them in use on a table, you've seen them rolled up. They have a good video on how to roll them up nice and tight, but really it's easier, you roll it from the back side, so flip it over and roll it up, and then you slide it back in. Okay, so here it is rolled back up. Look, there were some people who complained online about being difficult to roll up and put back in its bag. Listen, that's just whining. It's like anything else you roll up, just roll it. Frontline Gaming put together a good little video on how to roll it up. It's hard to do this one-handed. Bottom line is just, put it inside out, roll it, with the back to the middle, roll it tightly, and then just, stand it up and tap in. If it's a little bit off center, tap it down. It's pretty simple. If that's your biggest complaint, is that your 6 foot by 4 foot mat is difficult to roll back up, I think you've got a pretty darn good product. I would say at a cost of $90 overall, it's a bit pricey, especially when you add in shipping on top of that. So I think it's $85 plus shipping now. But you can see how easy that just slides in. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then I just put it back into its box. And you don't have to keep it in its box, but I do it just to protect it one more layer. And I stick it back up on the shelf. Like I was saying, 85 bucks plus shipping, so you're somewhere between 90 and 105 depending on where you live. It's pretty pricey for a game mat. You can make your own for 20 or 30, but they're pretty darn nice. And of the game mats I've seen, I would rate them right there at the top. I have no affiliation with the company. I just bought a couple things on the Kickstarter. I only dealt with the customer service for TableWar during their Kickstarter. They are not the most responsive. They eventually get things done. They just take a while. But remember, these are small companies with just a few employees, so it may take them a while to respond to your questions. But they have fixed everything that I had a question about. Overall, I rate these really highly. I really like them. I don't know that I can say enough about them. Great detail. They're rubber. I have not spilled water on them. I don't know. I figured they'd probably be okay. They've got a fairly, they're laser printed onto rubber mats, but they look good. And if you've got 90 bucks and you want a nice rolled up table, I would not hesitate to buy this again. I may actually go out and buy one more. One thing I do wish they had is I wish they had a bundle, like a 2 or a 3 for bundle on their site. Maybe they'll add that at some point. Alright, so until next time, this was a very quick, well actually it wasn't very quick. Hopefully this told you a little bit about their products and that I like them, and I showed you what they look like. I've shown you basically the thickness. And that's about it. I don't know what else to say. They look good. The printing is good. Mine didn't come wrinkled. They're easy to roll. They're easy to store. Keep the little box and you'll be good to go.